everyone, it's Sue and Lori live with Victoria King. I wanted her to start her presentation so that you could find out about our local person that does designs with quilt patterns. And she helped us with the quilt track. So we're going to do a little history this morning on Row by Row and quilt track. Come on in, Victoria, and I'll let you talk and I'll move away.
Thanks, Sue. All right, so some of you might be familiar with Row by Row. It's a program that quilt shops can join in the summer, and each quilt shop designs their own row. And if you're like on a road trip, you can go into the different shops and get the patterns or the kits and put together a quilt of different rows. So we joined Row by Row in 2015, and our first row, the theme of that summer was water. And so our design looked like this, which was a nifty log cabin with beach and water on either side. And the next year, the theme was Home Sweet Home. And so we've got a cute little village in this row. So these rows are put together as a single runner, but when you collect them, you can put them together in a quilt. The next year, the theme was places to go. And so, of course, we have the famous bridge right there with the little parachute people jumping off.
New River Gorge.
Yeah. All right, the next year, the theme was music. So we have a row that's a little piano keys with music on it. And then 2019, the theme was Taste of Home. And so our theme here, and this is one that I designed, has baskets of fruit. We have strawberries and blueberries and canned jars of fruit and honey. And this one's a little bit different because you can see that there's this little ruffle. So the pattern had an option to put in a cute little ruffle if you wanted, like people do on the tops of their preserves. There's also an option, if that scares you, to just have a plain top. And then there was 2020, and nobody wants to talk about that year. So now we're to 2021. And this year, Row by Row has been rebranded and called Quilters Trek. But it's really the same thing. You go into different shops and you get the patterns, and you can buy a kit and you can put together a quilt. And if you put together a quilt that has 8 different shops' patterns in it from that year, you can bring it in and win a prize, which I believe is 15 fat quarters. Our theme for this year is Pop of Color. And so I decided to pick bright summer-themed batik fabrics that have bright colors. This is our row. And now we also have the option of not just doing a row, but putting our squares together to make like a big square. This is about 18 inches square. So you could use it as a table topper, or you can put it together in your quilt with other designs. So what inspired me for this one was we wanted to do something a little bit modern, a little bit different. And I was thinking about in the news how we've seen pictures that the military's released of UFOs. You know, is it aliens? Is it a cover for R&D? We don't know. But these are the little UFOs. They're flying in a line here. You can see their little wings. And this is called Cosmic Canard, because it's UFOs. And Canard is a story that's told that is probably not true. And it is also the word for the little wings that come out on the sides of fighter jets up by the nose. So you can order these kits online as well as getting them in the store now. That's one thing that's different about Quilters Trek, is you can order this online. You can get a little kit. It looks like this. You get your pattern. You're going to get all of the fabric that you need to put together the row. And you also get a fun little fabric charm that you can use in your quilt. And they're West Virginia themed. And if you get kits from shops from other states, they'll be themed to the state that you get the kit in. There is also a set of fabric that goes with Quilters Trek of really beautiful bright colors that look like paint splashes. And there's a sewing theme. It's absolutely beautiful stuff, and you can come in and buy that at the shop. And let's see, also this particular pattern that I designed is from my company that will premiere next month here in the shop, called Flabby Tabby Designs. And we will have patterns that are locally designed, and you can come in and look at those. Do you have anything you want to add, Sue?
No, you also, well, I do. You can also do a table runner
Yep.
with the pattern. If you decide not to visit the other shops, you can do a table runner out of ours.
And this would make a really great table topper, too.
Yes. Yes.
And you can add a border to it. We have fabric in here in the shop that coordinates.
Yes, wonderful.
All right.
Thank you this morning.